Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Short reminder, please turn your cell phones and other electronic devices to silent. Well, family members, friends, guests, welcome to the 2022 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony. Founded in 1886 as a Morrill Grant land institution, while Wyoming was still a territory, the University of Wyoming serves as a statewide resource for higher education of the highest quality. Rigorous scholarship, technology transfer, economic and community development, along with responsible stewardship of our cultural, historical, and natural resources. Today's graduates represent a broad range of academic disciplines born from those traditions and ideals. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Barbara Rasco, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Under the leadership of Interim Dean Robert Godby, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Business. under the leadership of Acting Dean Cameron H.G. Wright. Please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Engineering and Applied Science. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean David Jones, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Health Sciences. Under the leadership of Executive Director Holly Krutka, Please welcome candidates for graduation from the School of Energy Resources. The Honor College is represented by Dean Peter Parolin. Honor Scholars are intellectually curious and academically accomplished students from all majors at the university. These students are graduating with their respective colleges and schools. Under the leadership of Provost Kevin Carman, university faculty are led in by faculty marshals Robin K. Hill, Computer Science, Renee M. Schoenborn, College of Engineering. Under the leadership of President Edward Seidel, the stage party is led by Honorary Marshals Dr. Daniel Rule, Professor of Animal Science, Mark Person, Lecturer of Modern and Classical Languages, in recognition of their distinguished service to the university. The University Mace is carried in by Dr. Rule and will be carried out by Mark Person. It's a symbol of presidential leadership and authority. It's crowned with a cap of flames, signifying knowledge and enlightenment. Here we are. President Seidel, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, administrative leadership, members of faculty, graduates, family, and friends, the 2022 University of Wyoming Spring Commencement Ceremony will now be in order. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able to do so, please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the University of Wyoming Army ROTC and the playing of the national anthem by the University of Wyoming Brass Quintet. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the University of Wyoming, Dr. Edward Seidel.
Well, good morning. What an incredible day. It's rapidly turning out to be my favorite day. I hope it's your favorite day as well. So welcome to the University of Wyoming's 2022 Spring Commencement Ceremonies, and we are so pleased you could all be here with us. This celebration is a culmination of years of hard work and performance by our students. Educating our students is at the graduate and undergraduate level is at the core of the mission of our university as a land-grant flagship. We prepare tomorrow's leaders, and today we launch a very strong cohort of graduates who have a very bright future ahead of them. Congratulations, graduates. We're proud of you, and we wish you all the success in the world. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Kevin Carman, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce our honorary marshals.
Thank you, President Seidel. Good morning, graduates, families, trustees, faculty, staff, and guests. As Provost, I'm honored to have the opportunity to reflect on the role that our faculty play in our world. I'd like to recognize our honorary marshals, campus leaders whose daily work inspires all of us to move this institution toward greater excellence. Leading the stage party today and carrying our university mace, honorary marshals are customarily senior faculty with exceptional careers, named in recognition of their distinguished service to the University of Wyoming. They've devoted their professional lives and extraordinary talents to the advancement of their disciplines and to their students' intellectual growth, and I'm honored to introduce them today. First, Dr. Daniel Rule, PhD, Professor of Animal Science. Daniel Rule arrived at UW in 1987. He began his academic career at the University of California, Davis, earning a BS degree in animal science. His graduate studies began at Washington State University, where he earned an MS degree in ruminant nutrition, and from there to Iowa State University, where he earned a doctorate in nutritional physiology of domestic animal species. He followed with a first postdoctoral research position with the USDA Meat Animal Research Center in Clay Center, Nebraska, and a second with the University of Colorado Medical School. His research was focused on physiology and nutrition of lipids in ruminant animals. In 1987, Rule began his UW career as an assistant professor of animal science and advanced through the faculty ranks to professor in 1999. At UW, his research focused on factors affecting fat synthesis in sheep and cattle, as well as nutritional factors affecting fatty acid composition of the meat. During his career, Rule published over 200 journal articles, abstracts and proceedings, and book chapters. In addition to research accomplishments, Rule taught courses at the graduate and undergraduate level, served as chair of the UW Animal Care and Use Committee for nearly 14 years, and advisor for the UW Animal Science Academic Quadrathlon, and chair of the American Society of Animal Science Academic Quadrathlon for over 20 years. During his career, Rule received numerous teaching awards. Second, I'd like to introduce and recognize Mark Pearson, MA, lecturers, and in modern and classical languages. Mark Pearson is a native of Wyoming, born and raised in Cheyenne. He studied at the University of Wyoming, receiving his BA in German in 1983 and his MA in German in 1986. With a concentration on 19th century German literature. After a Fulbright year in Germany and further graduate studies at Rutgers University, he returned to Wyoming in 1993. He taught German language and literature, full or part-time for several years, and joined the faculty of the Department of Modern and Classical Languages full-time in 2000, eventually attaining the rank of senior extended term lecturer. He has taught classes from first-year German to graduate-level literature and has developed classes on German Romanticism, German for Engineers, and a first-year seminar on the German presence in the U.S. Pearson has always found teaching to be tremendously rewarding, and his numerous teaching awards include 3 Top Prof Awards from the UW Mortarboard Society, 2 Promoting Excellence Engagement, Intellectual Engagement in the First Year, or the PI Awards, an award for extraordinary merit in teaching from the UW College of Arts and Sciences, and an Extra Mile Award from UW Disability Support Services. Person's publishing efforts have been primarily in the area of translation. His publications include his English translations of the books Views of Nature by Alexander von Humboldt, Transarea, A Literary History of Globalization by Omar Ete, and The Literatures of the World Beyond World Literature by Otmar Ete, as well as numerous articles and book chapters. These outstanding faculty have demonstrated a commitment to the university and our students that extends beyond the classroom and scholarly activities. Thank you for all you do and continue to do to serve our great university. I would like the honorary faculty marshals to please stand again and be recognized. President Seidel will now continue with some special introductions.
Thank you, Provost Carmen. I'm pleased to have John McKinley, the chairman of our Board of Trustees from Cheyenne, Wyoming, as well as Jeff Marsh of Torrington, Wyoming, the former chairman, and as well as ex officio member, executive director of Wyoming Community College Commission, Dr. Sandy Caldwell, here with us today. I'd also like to recognize the other members of the Board of Trustees and thank them for their exemplary leadership. Other members of the Board of Trustees include Kermit Brown, Vice Chair of the Board from Laramie, Laura Schmidt-Pizzato from Rock Springs, Michelle Sullivan, Treasurer of the Board from Sheridan, Dave True, a former Chair of the Board and Board member from Casper, and the rest of the Board membership includes Brad Bonner from Cody, Dave Fall from Gillette, Elizabeth Greenwood from Pinedale, Brad LaCroix from Newcastle, Carol Linton from Jackson, and Macy Moore from Douglas. It's now my pleasure to recognize those in the stage party who will not be introduced later in the program. I ask that they stand for introduction and that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, Dr. Stephen Barrett. Today's name readers, Ann Alexander, Vice President for Strategic Planning and Initiatives, and Mandy Gifford, Chief of Staff to the Provost. The Jazz Ensemble led by Benjamin Markley, and finally, the announcer for this morning's ceremony from Wyoming Public Media, Patrick Gabriel. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Now, I would also like to thank our faculty for the excellent education they provided to our students. Faculty, would you please stand so we can thank you for the integral role you've played in our graduates' lives? All right, please be seated. Now, finally, and this is so important, I want to give special recognition to the families, friends, and loved ones of today's graduates who provided support and encouragement in so many ways. Graduates, would you please stand, look around you, and find your loved ones? Come on. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Great. Thank you. All right. So now to recognize our honor students, Provost Carmen will come back to the podium.
Students who graduate from UW with honor societies are among our most academically persistent, gifted, and adventurous students. Not only do they earn high marks in their coursework, but they often have added much more to their academic plate by stepping forward to take advantage of study abroad opportunities, participating in rich and meaningful internships, holding leadership positions in student organizations, and working to serve their communities. They exemplify all that is the best in UW students and their ambitions for the future. If you are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude, Please rise so we can congratulate you on this achievement. If you are a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Beta Phi, a college or department-specific honor society, please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments. Don't be shy. I would now like to welcome to the stage Dr. Peter Parolin, Dean of the Honors College.
Graduates from the Honors College complete a rigorous interdisciplinary course of study, produce a significant independent research or creative capstone project, and receive a minor in honors on their transcript. Extensive opportunities for experiential learning, financially supported internships, and study abroad round out the Honors College experience. Throughout our graduation program, the plus symbol before a student's name indicates Honors College and signifies graduates who have accomplished all the requirements of the honors minor. Would all the graduates from the Honors College please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments? Now I welcome President Seidel back to the podium to bestow upon a special guest the highest honor UW can award, that of an honorary degree.
Thank you, Dean Parolin. The recipient of an honorary degree exemplifies the values of excellence, service, and integrity, and possesses distinguished accomplishments in their profession, public service, or service to humanity. It is my honor to bestow an honorary degree, the university's highest award, to Joe Kelsey. Joe is one of Wyoming's premier mountaineers, internationally known as an author, former mountain guide with Exum Mountain Guides in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and a technical writer. Through his writings, especially his guidebook, Climbing and Hiking in the Wind River Mountains, he has made outstanding contributions to the people of Wyoming and to Wyoming's deeply cherished sense of place. Setting the highest standards in its genre, Kelsey's guidebook has served as a beacon for outdoor recreationists and as a magnet for those seeking to explore Wyoming and the Rocky Mountain West. His other publications have brought Wyoming to the world, drawing upon and deepening the state's profound love of landscape. Informative, insightful, and superbly literate, his writing in the guidebook and elsewhere has drawn generations of people from around the world to Wyoming's highest and most distinctive mountain range. Joe Kelsey, for your many contributions, the University of Wyoming is honored to bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa. Joe is being hooded today by Chairman McKinley and his daughter, Kelsey Johnson.
Thank you.
Okay. You are now Dr. Kelsey. So here you go.
Thank you, Dr. Seidel. A few years ago, a young friend asked if he could connect me with a college classmate. My friend's friend hoped to be an outdoor writer and wanted to interview me about his aversion to guidebooks because they diminish adventure. He was interested in my input, though, because it seemed to him that the aim of my guide to the Wind Rivers isn't to promote maximum information, but to maximize adventure. He'd noted a recurring theme of my guidebook and my memoir, A Place in Which to Search, that the objective of our searching isn't to know everything, but to find reasons to search further. In both books, I explain that I go into the Wind Rivers with a list of questions. A successful trip is one from which I return with more questions than I go in with. I'd nearly forgotten about this interview until last fall, when it appeared in the magazine Adventure Journal, titled Open to Mystery. In italics under the title, to tempt you to read further, it says, "What's the role of a guidebook?" Author Joe Kelsey says it's to help you lose your way. I don't remember saying that, but I couldn't resist immediately reading the interview and then counting the number of times I've been lost. Not trivially lost, but completely lost. So lost that all I knew was that I was where I was, wherever that was. I count 6 times. There are surely people who know more about the Wind Rivers than I do, but I may have been lost more often than anyone else. One benefit of being lost is that it makes you pay attention to your surroundings, be observant, alert, fully alive, present. I don't necessarily want you to get lost, but I do want to direct you toward terrain so vast and intricate that there's of the possibility of becoming lost. In other words, the possibility of adventure. I want to direct you toward adventure without eliminating the possibility of adventure. Terrain too vast or incomprehensible could be a definition of wilderness. Being lost in a wilderness can give you a deeper sense of yourself, a glimpse of the side of you that identifies with wildness. If I have a subversive agenda, it's then to be lost is to be humbled, and to be humbled is to feel no less a part of your surroundings than a moose or a marmot. Feeling part of the natural world leads to affection, which leads to respect and reverence. The Wind Rivers have always connected with my inner self, even my irrational self. When I drive along the west side of the range, the Pinedale side, I see the familiar skyline peaks, Helen, Sacagawea, and Fremont, and far to the south, the cluster of toothpicks that's the Cirque of the Towers. But I've always wondered what mysteries are hidden behind the skyline, though I've explored much of the terrain there. My rational self persists in believing that if I continue exploring, one ridge further, I'll fall off the edge of the earth. If I drive up the east side along the Wind River, through Lander and Dubois, the view is mainly of nondescript, to me a climber, foreground ridges. But now and then I catch glimpses of snowy peaks beyond. The glimpses are so brief that I can't identify the peaks, but I haven't tried too hard to learn what they are. I'm talking about the Wind River Range when I talk about mountains fitting well with my psyche, but my suggestions to get lost, be humbled, observe, be part of what is around you, those feelings of exploration and wildness can apply to other geography and metaphorically to many areas of knowledge and beauty. I have a friend whose psyche resonates on a larger scale with the entire planet. We've climbed together in the Wind Rivers, but he's also climbed in the mountains of the moon and ice climbed in the home of ice climbing, which is Scotland. He's also been part of one of those ant trails you see pictured slogging to the top of Everest, though that experience is the antithesis of the mystery and awe we go in search of. It doesn't have to be mountaineering. He's explored canyons in Australia and searched for the tallest tree in Tasmania and kayaked from the headwaters of an African river and followed a segment of Marco Polo's route across Asia and bicycled across Siberia. Nor does it have to involve the outdoors. Another friend of mine is a librarian. Several years ago, when she was working at a public library, stationed at the information desk, a patron asked if she knew anybody the patron could recruit to organize her large collection of books. My friend volunteered. While she was sorting and shelving, she began envisioning the profession of private librarian. She attended a rare book seminar, introduced herself to interior decorators, had an accountant friend help formulate a business plan, and committed herself, not knowing what to expect. Business eventually increased to all she could handle. In a few years, she was creating a library of sports books for a former NFL place kicker. Last summer, a family moving to Jackson Hole from the East Coast wanted a library of 300 books about the West, the Rocky Mountains, Wyoming, the Tetons. I can say that sitting on my porch sipping wine and helping compile a list of 300 was an experience I'd have paid to take part in, more than I'd pay to paint Tom Sawyer's fence. A third friend is an astronomer. She's come to terms with being reminded of her insignificance in time and space, and of mysteries that can't be solved. She seems to consider it a fringe benefit to being an astronomer. But a month ago, she went a step further, an experience she described as way out of her comfort zone. She gave a sermon at a Sunday church service. The greatest minds of the last few thousand years, Aristotle, Newton, Einstein, and such, have felt challenged to reconcile science and religion. I obviously can't do her sermon justice in a few words, but if I tried, the few words would include mystery, awe, joy, and beauty. These friends are the reason I'm here. One nominated me for this honor, one drove me across Wyoming, and one put the hood on me. I hope you have such friends to accompany you on your journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. We greatly appreciate the thoughts you shared with us today. And again, congratulations on today's honor. On behalf of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association, this morning, Jack Tennant will offer congratulations to our graduates as they transition from students to alumni. Jack is the Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association. Please welcome Jack Tennant to the podium.
Thank you, President Seidel, and all the deans represented here today for allowing the Alumni Association to be a part of this memorable ceremony. And to the 2022 graduates, I congratulate you on earning your degree and becoming an alum of the University of Wyoming. So my name's Jack Tennant, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alumni Association, and I'm a 2010 graduate of the University of Wyoming. And believe it or not, I remember sitting right there where you are now, thinking about what I was going to do with my friends and my family after graduation, and the last thing on my mind was thinking about what it means to become an alum. Well, it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people, but I'll leave you with a couple things here today. The University of Wyoming Alumni Association and all 130,000 living alumni are here for you whenever and wherever you need us. Becoming an alum means that you all, because of the hard work that you've put in over the last few years, will always have a home right here at the University of Wyoming. We couldn't be more proud of you and to join the alumni family. You may think that there's some special moment in crossing this stage when you become an alumni, but actually it's the hard work that you've been putting in over the entire time you've been here in school. All those classes, all those late nights studying or socializing, all those walks into the wind, always into the wind, across Prexy's pasture. This whole time, you've been getting closer and closer. The last thing that becoming an alum means is that you will always be a cowboy, and nobody can take that from you. So I'm gonna ask you to join me in a little audience participation here. I'm gonna pull out my phone, and we're gonna take a little selfie video as a group, and I'm gonna ask you to say "Go Pokes" with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Pokes! Congratulations.
Thanks, Jack. And I encourage you to stay involved with the Alumni Association and stay connected to the University of Wyoming as you begin the next chapter of your lives. You're always welcome back on campus, and I just have a little anecdote to illustrate what an awesome alumni association we have and what awesome alums we have. So a number of us went out to Las Vegas for the basketball game back in March for March Madness, and there were more cowboys and cowgirls there than there were people from UNLV in Las Vegas. So now it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Robert Godby, Interim Dean of the College of Business, to the podium to introduce this morning's speaker.
Thank you, President Seidel, and I'll go a little off script today to say a few words about our student speaker, CJ Hammyberg. Her family tells me, and especially her brother will understand what that middle name means. I don't. CJ today will be graduating with a bachelor's degree in accounting and in economics. She also has minors and honors in finance. And she says that all this studying caused her to have, or at least develop, a strange fascination with houseplants. And again, I don't know what that means either. But I can say, as dean and as one of CJ's instructors, that the college and the university will be a poorer place for seeing her leave. And that'll be true for losing all of our graduates today as you move on in life. CJ in particular exemplifies two things that we really look forward to seeing in all of our students. The first is she's just an explorer in life. She's made the most of her time here at UW to maximize any experience that she can have. So she's gone out of her way to join clubs, the political science club. She was the president of the economics club. She was an executive in our student government. She shamelessly says if there was free pizza provided, she was there. And that's true, I know, for a lot of our students. But more importantly, CJ exemplifies the type of person that UW is so proud to graduate. Her proud mom says, CJ is devoted to helping people in anything, even if that means staying up until 2 a.m. afterward doing her homework. She genuinely loves animals and people, and she's someone with true love of God, country, and family. And at UW, she volunteered in so many ways. In the Honors College, her second home away from home, she volunteered as an honors mentor, as a SOAR program mentor and assistant. And in the College of Business, she was a student mentor, what we call a cowboy coach and a career peer, and she did all those things in our Student Success Center. And so she's been so important and meant so much to so many people that she's helped here as well. So tomorrow, CJ says she's immediately filling the moving van and moving to Casper, where she's going to start a full-time job as an accountant and start studying for the CPA exam. And she also tells me she's going to continue a number of side hustles she has going. Apparently, she's a part-time do-it-yourselfer. She's a wedding planner, a community theater actress, and she says she hopes to soon be a cat mom. But before all that, she has promised she'll take a little time off. She's looking forward to a vacation with her family. She says they're going to Fort Lauderdale. So, like probably many of you, she's hoping and looking forward to spending a little time on the beach and maybe sipping from a drink with a little umbrella in it. So with that, please join me in welcoming CJ Berg to the stage.
I wasn't supposed to be here. The odds were not in my favor. And by every measure, it makes absolutely no sense that I am before you today giving a commencement address at a university graduation. Let me elaborate. I grew up in Rock Springs, Wyoming, and yes, I know you've driven through there one time. In my experience, when people think of the Wild West, that picture they get in their heads is of Rock Springs. Wide open spaces, snow fences, town deer, and most of all, tumbleweeds. If you're not familiar, Wyomingites refer to Rock Springs as the armpit of Wyoming for reasons not to be disclosed at family-friendly events. People from Rock Springs aren't supposed to amount to much. My district administrators straight up told me that Rock Springs High School graduates have poor odds of getting a University of Wyoming degree. Maybe if I was born in Cheyenne, I would have had a great shot of thriving at the University of Wyoming, getting scholarships, graduating with honors, or giving this speech. Hopefully you see the irony. And hopefully those of you from Rock Springs are laughing internally right now, as like many things, our reputation precedes us, but we know better. Rock Springs is really a nice place to live. Shout out to all the Rock Springs graduates today. One of the things that Rock Springs has going for it is that it's in Wyoming. Wyoming is so full of opportunities that are hard to find in other states. Us Wyomingites take that for granted at times, but it's one of the things that really makes this state special. You know, opportunities like our daily high noon gunslinging, getting to ride your horse to class every day, and finding lots of gold from panning the Laramie River on the weekends. But in actuality, opportunities that mean underdogs like me can reach new heights. You see, neither of my parents have a 4-year degree, so that makes me a first-generation college student. Like Wyoming and Rock Springs, first-generation college students invoke a whole slew of myths and misconceptions. A quick Google search of that buzzword produces, right at the top of the results, an article with the inspiring title, "First-Generation College Graduates Lag Behind Their Peers." The article is full of cheery statistics. First-generation students graduate at lower rates, they take longer to graduate, and on average have a lower income upon graduation than their peers. I'm really looking forward to that one. I didn't even realize there was such a category as first-generation college student until my 3rd year here. That's how first-generation I am. I remember filling out my college application, and one of the drop-down menus asked me to choose my potential major. I had no idea what to pick, and it said potential, so I figured it'll be easy to change later. That's how first-generation I am. Checking my school email, choosing a dorm room, class registration, Greek life, this all sounded like a foreign language. I had a breakdown the week before classes started because I had no clue where to find my class schedule. Who am I kidding? I had no clue what day classes even started. That's how first-generation I am. I bet right now you're thinking, why did they choose her to be the graduation speaker? Or I was expecting those same old positive platitudes about graduation in the future, the kind of speech I've heard 1,000 times, something comforting I could sleep through. I hear you on that one. I'm not a morning person either. I missed so many 8 a.m. classes in the last 4 years. Well, here come the platitudes, so you can rest your eyes now. I wasn't supposed to be here, but I am. A first-generation, lower-middle-class woman from Rock Springs, Wyoming, was given the chance to speak in front of you today. If I can do it, so can you. It isn't easy. I can't tell you how many times I've found myself sprawled out in Prexy's pasture with tears in my eyes. I can't tell you how many times I missed a deadline or forgot to respond to an important email. I can't tell you how many times they threatened to take my scholarships away. I can tell you that I didn't always get the grade I wanted on an exam. I was fully convinced there was no way I was going to pass intermediate accounting. I didn't win the student government election. I've been denied for over 20 jobs in the last 4 years, and I messed up my long-term plan and almost didn't graduate in time. But I'm here. I did it, and so are all of you. I bet every one of you could come up on this stage and list all of the things that went wrong while you were a student at UW. Hopefully your list wouldn't be as long as mine, but I bet you could also list all of the things that went right. So I'd like to tell you my list of things that went right. For every breakdown in Prexy's pasture, there was a friend just a phone call away to help me work through my woes. For every missed deadline or unexpected exam score, there was an understanding professor willing to work with me or extend the due date. For every time I thought I would lose my scholarships, there was someone there to advocate for me. You know who you are, and thank you for being just a phone call or an office visit away. For every rejection from a job, there was someone there willing to help me revise my resume. I didn't defy the odds by myself. It was directly due to the kindness and compassion from others when I messed up that taught me the most important lessons I needed to learn. I mean, I could have stood up here and recited tax law or made a strong case for monetary policy to you all, but that would have really put you to sleep. I'd like to tell you a story that shows why I love the University of Wyoming so much. A few months ago, I was in a really dark place. I always struggle in the spring to find motivation, but this was more than that. I was having a hard time getting assignments done, getting work done, and even getting out of bed. I considered dropping out. I really didn't think that I would make it to graduation. My mental health was in the worst state it's been in a long time. I turned in a half-finished assignment when I got an unexpected email from my professor. "Hey, CJ, this is great, but it isn't your best work. Are you doing okay?" "Well, actually, I've been having a tough time and don't even know if I'll make it to graduation," is what I should have said. Instead, I replied, "Yeah, thanks for checking in." I've said this before, but I really believe it. The University of Wyoming is like Hogwarts. It's difficult to travel to. It's underestimated when compared to other schools. It's full of good people from all different backgrounds. It provides many of its students with financial aid. It's a place where students from different houses can come together to achieve great things. It helps people to reach their fullest potential. And I am fully convinced that the classroom building has moving staircases. Help will always be given at Hogwarts to those who deserve it. Could be restated, help will always be given to those at the University of Wyoming who need it. I know, because I've been the person who needed it, and it was many of the people in this room who gave it to me. Not just my family and friends, or my professors and my coworkers, who have been there for me every step of the way, but those of you who sat with me at the dining center once or twice, who smile at me every time I see you on campus, who I haven't talked to in years but still like every single one of my social media posts. Those of you who showed me where my classes were, or taught me how to write an email, or paid me an unexpected compliment. You've all been the help that I needed too. In closing, I want to set the record straight. Despite what some people may think, Rock Springs is more like the thumb of Wyoming. It's underestimated. I mean, who would say their thumb is their favorite body part? It's hardworking, and it's incredibly valuable. It shapes people. My family, mom, dad, and siblings have all been shaped for the better by living in Rock Springs. My brother, one of the coolest people I know, just moved back to Rock Springs, which now makes Rock Springs one of the coolest places to go. My best friends are some of the most loyal and understanding people because they grew up in Rock Springs. Even my fiance's family was shaped into hardworking people full of integrity by their roots in Rock Springs. I think I was able to make it here today because of the determination I gained by being constantly underestimated, by being from Wyoming, being from Rock Springs, being first generation, being all kinds of things that mean I shouldn't be here today. Economists are always trying to predict the future, so using my new economist powers, I can see that the road ahead is going to be bumpy. We are all going to fail a lot. We are going to be underestimated, and we are going to underestimate ourselves. And that's okay, because that's what gets us on the stage. That's what makes our stories matter. And more importantly, that's what makes people listen and not sleep through your 8:30 a.m. speech. So Cowboys, go forth and fail. It may not be the graduation speech you expected, but hopefully it's the graduation speech you needed. Go Pokes.
Wow, that was terrific, CJ. Really, thank you. Thank you so much for your reflection on your time at the university, and congrats on being selected against all odds as our student speaker. I would now like to invite the chair of the Faculty Senate, Professor Adrian Freng, to the podium to present the candidates for degrees.
Good morning. You guys made it. Graduates, as Chair of Faculty Senate, and on behalf of the faculty at the University of Wyoming, congratulations. All of that hard work and sacrifice that Dean Godby talked about earlier, it finally paid off. You are here today. Often, graduation is a little bit of a bittersweet moment for faculty. On one hand, we say goodbye to another group of students that we've gotten to know through our classes, through activities, through advising. And we've spent a lot of time seeing you around our departments. However, we also get to share in this very exciting moment and the celebration of a major and accomplishment and all that it took you to get here. So once again, on behalf of the faculty, congratulations, everyone. We know that you will do great. President Seidel, the students listed in the commencement program and gathered here for this ceremony are eligible to receive bachelor's degrees upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements. On behalf of the faculty at the University of Wyoming, I am proud to present these candidates to you for the conferring of these degrees in their respective fields of studies. Thank you. Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Freng, for presenting the class of 2022 on behalf of the university faculty. With that, I'd like to request our graduates present themselves on the stage for recognition, not all at once, by college or school. So we'll begin with the College of Agriculture and Natural Sciences.
President Seidel and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition. Congratulations, graduates.
Graduates from the Department of Agricultural Business. Lillian Power. Titus Dahlman. Tesora Busteos. Faith Pfeiffer. Emiliano Vega III. Taylor Reynolds. JC Taylor. Justin Dubit. Logan Carlson. John Stutzman. Andrew Anderson. Dayton Harshbarger. Kelly Lynch. Stacy Edgecombe. Michelle Lawson. Shaylee Hancock. Aubrey Sepek. Cade Price. Brody Sutton. Natalie Leesinger. Jaylee Simonson. Shane Lucas. Trista Hiltbrunner. Madeline Cluck. Graduates from the Department of Agricultural Communications. Alexa Darty. Madison DeChico. Rachel Myers. Michaela Specht. Austin Hurlbert. Lauren McKinney. Graduates from the Department of Agroecology. Traylon Bruger. Heidi Schuler. Jordan Yokums. Graduates from the Department of Animal and Veterinary Sciences. Jacob Smiley. Dylan Lavarelle. Cooper Carlson. Kemsley Gallegos. Macy Collins. Michaela Moore. Shaylin Ray Stein. Susan Wadsworth. Garrett Nunn. Jared Schultes. Taylor Reeves. Justin Gamon. Viviana Hinojosa. Catherine Bammel. Trisha K. Hales. Lauren Carey McKenzie. Shannon Wallace. Julia Halme. Caitlin Eggebreton. Deanna Lind. Amanda Borders. Peyton Halstead. Emma Swan. Jacqueline Holt. Allison Lytle. Dania Belen Senzu Prioto. Kelly Gregson. Riley Rux. Emily Eck. Olivia Bowers. Alexandra Booth. Graduates from the Department of Family and Consumer Sciences. Josephine De Stefano. Allison Lear. Rachel Sams. Jaden LeBrake. Kylie Machel. Tatum Hayes. Megan Henry. Kaylee Bertolato. Connor Rindler. Hannah Olson. Emily Over. Maya Jones. From the Department of Microbiology. Bailey Wistison. Emma Blundell. Sierra McComey. Katea Fisk. Magdalene Ringley. Jenna Spalding. Rebecca Lawrence. Bridger Voss. Mercedes Familia. Mackenzie Mikesell. Michael Anderson. Kayana Washut. Philip Cunningham. Madison Davis. Graduates from the Department of Molecular Biology. Matthew Hanley. Quinton Brooks. Justin Kinney. Courtney Hughes. Allison Saul. Karen Bauman. John Prevedel. Tyler Smith. Stephen Poyer. Micah Connor. Jack Govertz. Graduates from the Department of Rangeland Ecology and Watershed Management. Walker Billings. Brady Rivenes. Thane Zickfus. Flint Picorni. Kathleen Bush. Caleb Salzman. Noah Krieger. Brody Darty. Aaron Wheeler. Benjamin Baumgardner. Lillian Bissell. Zimri Osland. Reese Lutz. Shelby Miller. Colton Best. Graduates from the Bachelors of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership. Luce Myra Markham. Julie Nimitz. Michael Atencio. Austin Jones.
President Seidel and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Business, it's my honor and privilege to ask the degree recipients from the College of Business to please make their way to the stage for recognition.
Graduates from the Department of Accounting and Finance. Matthew Danzel. Dawson Murphy. Rebecca Herman. Gerard Swan. Brock Bendrick. Benjamin Piggott. Taylor Murdoch. Sierra Johnson. Jessica Zapp. Clara Lichty. Janie Jargel. Theo Ellingford. Kendall Vike. Aaron Barber. Whoa! Sorry. Olivia Conrad. Kara Pantel. Rayanne Holloway. Autumn Fossen. Mary Margaret Pettix. Rowdy Loveland. Rhett Muchmore. Justin Ray Flores. Jacob Vanderwerf. Wyatt Tarver. Mike Simic. Miles Whitney. Abraham Ross. Connor Jorgensen. Kyle Custis. Rachel Petch. Blake Harrington. Frank Crum. Mahoro Donatha. Rachel Jacobs. Cooper Eaton. Tanner Pierce. Cameron Shindehet. Matthew Hines. Zane Kubacher. Jacoby Herford Jr. David Matthews. Alexander Matlock. Graduates from the Department of Economics. Benjamin Kearney. Gabrielle Lubers. Catherine Camarati. Madeline Hone. Dalton Quilty. Brett Hollingshead. Ethan Weaver. Ian Fletcher. Tristan Wagner. Colin DePomeleri. Andrew Prey. CJ Berg. Peter Banzon. Garrison Thaxton. Saul Hernandez. Penzi Tran. Mila Anderson. Malachi Miller. Luke Talby. Samuel Howard. Brian Andrews. Tate Samuelson. Jaron Jensen. Logan Jensen. Graduates from the Department of Management and Marketing. Ashley Barton. Savannah Linder. Taylor Turner. Jill Grants. Brandon Fancher. Kelly Ferris. Nicholas Mirich. Seth Oates. Matthew Gose. Arturo Ramirez. Jose Luis Garcia Bedoya. Braden Davis. Zoe Worthen. Lauren Williams. Michaela Pooler. Madeline Kupek. Madison Underwood. Tristan Morgan. Jennifer Heipel. Jordan Hawes. Gabriel Hoffmaster. Andrew Takash. Connor Ballier. Lucas Shelton. Casey Hartroth. Coulter Barton. Samantha Eisenhower. Emma Peterson. Lucky Provenzano. Colby Clay. Joe Rubald. Wyatt Jones. Eduardo Saenz. Morgan Hadel. J.C. Reinert. Kyra Stevenson. Grant Sloan. Miller Brown. Andrea Neiman. Thomas Diaz. Kira Crane. Ostana Smith. Shelby Heister. Cole Munari. Maria Schmidt. Seth Kirschenbaum. Mackenzie Disland. Bo Brown. Evan Heil. Alexandra Palmer. Ryan Reyes. Kender Chipperfield. Stephen Hoversland. Danny Mount. Caden Huppert. Landon Kellogg. Colton Larson. Trevor Jeffries. Mackenzie Hoffman. Jared Edeen. Marcus Blackwood. Jesse Erickson. Bryce Ewan. Nathan Banky. Amanda Lindberg. Ana Fernandez. Ida Kraus. Michaela Katanova. Garrett Valik. Joshua Wall. Doug Williams. Brooke Elmore. Adrian Vetter.
Congratulations, Adrian.
Nolan Bailey. Megan Clark. Madeline Larson. Kaya Rakovic. Kenneth Emerson. Zachary Lundgren. Bo Sandin. Emily Trindle. Brecken Payne. Morgan Kenner. Lauren Shields. Cheyenne Bennett. Devin Cox. Deanna Archuleta. John Boyer. Quinn Weideman. Ryan Marcus. Cole Goodbub. Kira Slavic. Allison Serbic.
President Seidel and trustees, as Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Science, I am honored and privileged to ask our degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition. Congratulations.
Graduates from the Department of Civil and Architectural Engineering, Mary Massaro. Patrick Corcoran. Abdullah Abdullah. Isa Alomer. Abdullah Alanezi. Riley Smith. Elias Rhodes. Bilal Majur. Kendallin Morgan. Manuel Cabrera Rodas. Jenna Rodefer. Vinaya Palakanda. Alex Machupa. Noah Brown. Kyron Kennison. Matthew Long. Dylan Ware. Allison Carlo. Cheyenne Shaver. Lauren Walker. Megan True. Gabrielle Webb. Darby Buckmiller. Lindy Stewart. Grace Gordon. Benjamin Cole. Emily Mahood. John Jeffrey Tondry. Thomas Pepin. William Stewart. Joshua Adams. Braden Kirkbride. Adam Sear. Brian Kelly. Lucille Colley. Brady Griffin. Matthew Loundigan. Wyatt Yenny. Jarrett Fikowski. Rock Britton. John Putnam. Tyler Larson. Ryan Zimmerman. Jared May. Yuli Virgits. James Majors. Stephen Jones. Josie Stolzenberg. Grace Collins. Ricardo Damian. Andreas Lipp. Carson Butel. Jose Gabriel Arguelles Perez. Nicholas Harrison. Matthew Blum. Tanner Gregg. Ted Gillenwater. Alexander Schlotman. Luke Barron. Alex Fabricus. Cooper Skorick. Hannah Ryder. Ryan Curtis. Delaney Harm. Cooper Perryman. Graduates from the Department of Chemical Engineering. Gareth Flowers. Matthew Barfus. Andrew Anderson. Peyton Peterson. Grace Leahy. Hunter Haskamp. Grady Parrish. Jessica Hockey. Kiana Lotvet. Aaron Emmert. Chris Consoliver. Lucas Mead. Drew Roan. Jacob Heil. Megan Pochniak. Joseph Frenicky. Jalen Von Balen. Britton Woody. Caleb Price. Riley Bolts. Adam Russell. Shannon Benson. Maria Doherty. Caitlin Sherman. Alexandria Williams.
Congratulations, Alexandria.
Renee Astudio. Graduates from the Department of Computer Science. Duncan Carruthers. James Wheelock. Jeffrey Michaelis. Jessa Gigax. Eric Van Wig. Timothy Dodd. Ian Kelly. Samuel Goring. Colin Woods. Colton Gaines. Jason Fantel. Jacob Hendricks. Timothy Burke. William Kirkpatrick. Carlton Wilcox. Miles Golding. Isaiah Kiefer. Dawson Butts. Colton Roach. Umar Balagun Muhammad. Andrew Fuller. Graduates from the Department of Electrical and Computer Science. Brady Wagstaff. Christian Bitsas. Ariela Babatunde. Kyle Jadinsky. Cross True. Samuel Bayless. Nico Schober. William Gorman. Landon Walker. Trevor Williams. Samara Ordal. Rebecca Miller. Sarah Swanson. Aaron Stanfill. Dylan McCardle. Graduates from the Department of Mechanical Engineering. Zachary Woith. Thomas Labuda. Jaden Riley. Cedric Bond. Ryan Chan Yuquan. Jacob Arment. Mason Tomac. William Baumchen. Benjamin Lubers. John Perulis. Christian Morrison. Tyler Clark. Keaton Bell. Abigail Fernio. Connor Hyder. Benjamin Willis. Sophia Helmkamp. Catherine Arneson. Yasmin Montiel. Joanna Olson. Itzel Felipe Castro. Robert Winger. John Lindsay. James Sheets. Cameron Ball. John Herbolzheimer. Louis Filoni. Jacob Hayes. Colin Jenkins. Donovan Whitehead. Christian Smith. Spencer Bernard. Bryce Stratton. Anthony Lewis. Mason Werbelow. Adam Balf. Brendan Phipps. Luke Norris. Tylen Renningen. Donovan Crow. Chase Nickel. The graduate from the Department of Petroleum Engineering, Jacob Saunders.
President Seidel and trustees, as Dean of the College of Health Sciences, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Graduates from the Division of Communication Disorders. Brooke Haltridge. Jacob Frankenberry. Callie Catlin. Peyton Wilson. Annalise Johnson. Madison Miskulin. Charlie Townsend. Erica Jones. Jackson Linford. Amber Sesak. Azure Flowers. Emily Williams. Alicia Millsap. Ashton Harmson. Grace Vigneri. Tucker Frederick. Rachel Jorgensen. Aspen Wojcik. Margaret Washington. Marissa Ledoux. Cassidy Williams. Brooke Benedict. Haley Finstad. Mary Guymont. Kayla Kant. Hannah Klein. Graduates from the Division of Kinesiology and Health. Brianna Sims. Caitlin Sims. Brianna Specht. Quincy Cook. Clancy Poor. Andy Lopez Hernandez. Maggie Alsup. Morgan Seeley. Stephen Wessenberg. Connor McCary. Christopher Koch. Victoria Tenpenny. Elena Paledna. Kyler Muir. Megan Rohr. Faith Friend. Ashlyn Bauer. Rachel Fairbanks. Kylie Earhart. Morgan Lindroth. Kenzie Overy. Alicia Berger. Amber Gertz. Kyra Wolf. Jordan Lodson. Janae Marcus. Hannah Lee. Riley Castilla. Madeline Jenkins. Natalie Ziegenhorn. Nicole Perfetti. Haley Larson. Michelle Wynn. Maria Kulo. Mariella Patterson Huckabo. Samantha Klein. Kennedy Jenkins. Guy Erickson. Hunter Hansen. Jace Smith. Taylor Weil. Justin Christensen. Chad Wiebelhaus. Madeline Decker. Mackenzie Corbett. Alyssa Vihil. Alina Fowler. Brady Arnoldi. Ray Raybo. Garrett Johnson. Mason Gallegos. Nicole Butt. Faith Hoffman. Ada Jordan. Madison Woolley. Trey Conez. Sydney Byer. Josie Lundvall. Ryan Netzel. Graduates from the Department of Physical Education Teaching. Maggie Clerkin. Braden Courtney. Caden Hillebush. Braden Preston. Kendall Spoor. Dalton Young. Trenton Weiss. Blaine Tears. Kyle Grant. Timothy Fitzgerald Nolan. Corey Henschel. Damon Murdoch. Amy Gray. Cassidy Garbett. Heidi Henderson. Brigida Venette. Mackenzie Stevenson. Graduates from the Division of Social Work. Devin Williams. Judith Luque. Christina Angeloff. Charlie Cole. Catherine Sloan. Jessica Chavez. Janessa Murray. Taylor Graham. Megan Jackson. Aubrey Briggs. Kaylin Clapper. Elena Sparrow. Livia Higgins. Taya Merrill. Sierra White. Courtney Westbrook. Elizabeth Tharp. Shelby Spivey. Matthew Bornson. Jamie Romano. Graduates from the School of Nursing. Chase Bergeson. Hannah Cook. McKenna Windsor. Kathleen Marie Francis Carter. Emily Baker. Cassidy Delos. Taylor Delaney. Kaylee Bentley. Addie Eichen. Michelle Renner. Scott Murphy. Gage Sallier. Margaret Arzaga. Rachel Flynn. Riley Lopez. Lauren Defoe. Brianna Vasquez. Ashlyn Guffrey. Emily Tamoy. Audrey Compton. Natalie Simonson. Peyton Fine. Maury Wagner. Abigail Smith. Jamie Tatum. Erin Walrath. Carly Russo. Kaylee Gallipo. Natalie Birdsley. Stephanie Manti. Abby Holbrook. Isabella Graben. Ashley Snyder. Zena Allen. Victoria Dellett. Carter Still. Harley Zimmerman. Tate Nose. Kristen McCran. Brooklyn Stoffer. Corey Cordova. Mallory Renner. Julia Scadden. Alondra Hamilton. Nicole Anderson. Cassidy Moore. Tori Longris. Haley Unrein. Brianna McMillan. Lindsay Ann Eidsness. Ashley Holman. Jeopardy Wagner. Candace Brianne Newmeyer. Mackenzie Skiles. Graduates from the School of Pharmacy and Medical Laboratory Science. Cullen Kirwan. Lana Downey. Tyler Dewey. Graduates from the Bachelor of General Studies. Frankie Galtieri.
President Seidel and trustees, as Executive Director of the School of Energy Resources, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the school to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Receiving the degree, the BS in Energy Resource Management and Development. Emily Lantain. Juliana Santarelli. Isaac Betcher. Caleb Bowen. Caleb Durgan. Hunter Lee. Oh my gosh.
I think it's my turn now. That was really fun, I must say, and thanks for the crack of my back, and I think I forgot to hand out a few degrees, but we'll make sure they're still good. Don't worry. So, anyway, I am so pleased now to invite Board of Trustees Chair John McKinley and to the podium to offer remarks and to authorize the conferral of degrees.
On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I extend our congratulations to all of the graduates. Under the laws of the state of Wyoming, as chairman of the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby delegate Edward Seidel, as president of the University of Wyoming, the authority to confer degrees at this commencement ceremony. President Seidel.
Okay. Thank you, Chair McKinley. Graduates, we have now come to that essential moment in this ceremony, so please stand. Okay. Okay. Are you ready? By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby confer on each of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of the degree requirements, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. So, the symbolic part. If you have not already done so, I invite you to move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left side, signifying you are now officially graduates of the University of Wyoming. Friends, family, please stand and join me in congratulating our new graduates. Thank you again, and it's been great to be here together on this exciting day. Thank you.
All right, you guys, you did it. Congratulations. Time for some celebration, for sure. Great job, everyone. We ask that you please remain at your seats while the stage party and faculty exit. After the recessional, we ask that you not gather on the floor as we must prepare for the next commencement ceremony. Officially, the University of Wyoming 2022 spring commencement ceremony is now adjourned. Congrats!